Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, pay slips, job letter, and two references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene. On Thursday, March 7th, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, the SVGCC's Division of Technical and Vocational Education, held a graduation ceremony for its 2023-2024 Enrichment Program cohort. The ceremony, which was held under the theme Defying the Odds, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, recognized 144 persons who recently completed 4 months of training across 9 skilled areas. According to Program Coordinator Ms. Enka Peters, these technical programs were offered based on industry employment trends in areas where economic growth is projected in the short to medium term. Giving brief remarks, Director of the SVGCC, Mr. Nigel Scott, congratulated the graduates and hinted that new programs are expected to be rolled out soon in various areas, including maritime. While Divisional Dean Mr. Osborne Bowens expressed a desire to see more young people taking up training opportunities. Monroe College has introduced a first-generation scholarship program in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The program, which has been implemented across the Caribbean region, will provide first-generation scholarships to 50 Vincentian students here and in the diaspora. The scholarships cover full tuition coverage, allowing students to pursue higher education without financial barriers. President of Monroe College, Mark Jerome, made the announcement on March 11th at a ceremony at Beachcombers to officially launch the program in this country. Mr. Jerome added that Monroe College ranks as one of the leading institutions in North America for empowering students from modest backgrounds. This has garnered recognition for its transformative impact on families from diverse backgrounds, particularly through its first-generation scholarship programs. Minister of Finance Camilo Gonzalez said the implementation of first-generation scholarships in St. Vincent and the Grenadines signifies a collaborative effort between Monroe College and the government and augments this country's thrust in advancing the education revolution. Still on the local scene, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment has expressed gratitude to the Lesser Antilles Medical Assistance Team. The team of U.S. Air Force medical and support personnel arrived for its first medical assistance engagements in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on March 4th and provided critical healthcare services to the people of SVG. The ministry, in an official post, said, "We would like to express thanks to the Lesser Antilles Medical Assistance Team, LAMAT, for their exceptional care and support they provided during their recent medical journey here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines." The ministry in their post went on to thank the team for their dedication, expertise, and medical services that many of SVG's citizens were grateful recipients of. The medical focus areas of LAMAT's mission were cardiology surgery, dental surgery, orthopedic surgery, and ear, nose, and throat surgery. On to news in the region. An investigation has revealed that human error and negligence played a pivotal role in the escape of 3 Grenadian prisoners who are charged with the murders of 2 American sailors, Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel. In a news conference on Tuesday, Grenadian Prime Minister and National Security Minister Dickon Mitchell announced that disciplinary action has been taken against four police officers who were charged with serious offenses under the Police Act, ranging from making a false statement, permitting the escape of prisoners, and breaches of the standing orders. The investigation has revealed that four individual cells at the police station had secure, functioning locking mechanisms. However, the three prisoners had not been placed inside the individual cells, which had the secure locking mechanisms, but at the time of the escape were in a corridor which had a burglar bar that was immediately located outside the locking cells. This allowed the three prisoners to bend the wrought iron or iron grill that secures the corridor area and to escape. Grenada's prime minister said it was therefore clear that had the men been placed in the individual locking cells, they would not have escaped or had the opportunity to escape. Another startling revelation from the investigation was that warnings had been issued 2 days prior that the men were high risk and were also a flight risk, and based on those warnings, it was even more important all the standard operating procedures be followed to minimize any risk associated with the prisoners being at the police station. The Guyana Teachers Union (GTU) on Tuesday said that negotiations over salary increases for its members with the Ministry of Education have collapsed after government refused to consider the 2019 to 2023 proposed multi-year agreement. Talks have collapsed because, as it is, there is no plan for a future meeting, GTU President Dr. Mark Light said, adding that for the first time the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education attended the negotiations and informed the parties that the government did not budget for salary increases for those years. But in a statement, Guyana's Ministry of Education claimed that the union representatives had abandoned the talks and walked out of the meeting. The meeting was chaired by Permanent Secretary of the Education Ministry, Shanil Hussein Ota, who upheld the government's position that discussions surrounding salary increases should be from 2024 onwards. She explained that increases for the prior years would have financial implications and that the 2024 budget does not have the fiscal space to accommodate the retroactive payment of salaries for Guyana's teachers during the period 2019 to 2023. On the international scene, US President Joe Biden and his predecessor Donald Trump have both passed the delegate thresholds to clinch their party's nominations. They each won several states in primary elections on Tuesday to propel them over the finish line. The two 2020 contenders will provide the US with its first rematch in a presidential election for 70 years. Polling suggests it will be a tight race that will come down to narrow margins in a few key states. The nomination will be made official at party conventions this summer. The 81-year-old president said on Tuesday evening that he was honored that the voters had backed his re-election bid in a moment when the threat Trump poses is greater than ever. Citing positive economic trends, he asserted the US was in the middle of a comeback but faced challenges to its future as a democracy, as well as from those seeking to pass abortion restrictions and cut social programs. Finally, in sports, Carlos Alcaraz clinched a straight-set victory over Fabian Morozan to reach the quarterfinals and continue his title defense at Indian Wells. The Spaniard needed 75 minutes to wrap up a win against the Hungarian. World number 2 Alcaraz is bidding to become the first player to defend the title since Novak Djokovic in 2016. He will face Alexander Zverev in the last 8 after the German 6th seed recovered from a slow start to beat Australia's Alex de Minaur. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 o'clock for WEFM's 3 p.m. news. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
When you're behind the wheel, stay alert. Driving safely should always be your top priority. Protect yourself and other road users by keeping your attention on the road. Stay alive. Avoid distractions like cell phones and maintain a safe distance from other vehicles. Only overtake when it is absolutely safe to do so. And remember to be on the lookout for motorcyclists. The life you save today may be yours. Alert today, alive tomorrow. This message is brought to you by